Today I show you some Dramatis Personae for the Ash Waste weekend, this time on JD and the Some Sea. Welcome back to JD and the Some Sea. I'm Jay, and it's only 2 days away from the Ash Waste weekend, so what I thought I'd do in this video is show you some of the models I've been working on. I've been painting hangers-on and brutes. I've also been painting, with the help from my partner, some amazing beasties. If that's the sort of thing that you like, painting miniatures, talking about Necromunda gaming events, then make sure you bust out that Warhammer and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Don't forget that bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Oh, so this week we're going to be doing a bunch of videos from the Ash Waste weekend. Thursday, I'm setting up, so there'll be a video of the journey and the setup that evening. Then Friday, we're going to be doing a live stream, so watch the YouTube channel for that. And then Saturday, I want to do one more video just talking about how the con's gone so far. All right, let's take a look at some minis. Alright, so we're going to look at some miniatures now that I've painted. Let's start off with these guys. So these guys are the Guild of Coin, and there is a racket that if you win, then you're able to take both of these guys in your gang as, you know, hired on hive scum, essentially. So these guys are hive scum. You've got a guy with a las pistol and a power knife along with a displacer field, and the other guy has a fighting knife and a las pistol. So these guys are meant to look kind of fancy because they do have some money. So they're wearing the, you know, the expensive purple colors that people with money usually wear. All right, let's move on to the next guild. So this guild here, these guys are Prometheum Guilders. So they have hazard suits, of course, so they don't get set on fire. But we've got a photon flash grenade, I believe, on the one guy, along with a stub gun. The other one has a fighting knife and a flame pistol. So these guys are pretty handy in a scrape. And it's, of course, if you get the Prometheum Bond Guild racket, you'd get both of these guys that you could take with you. These guys are hive scum, along with some bits from the Cawdor Ash Waste accessories and some other Cawdor bits. Oh, and a couple of, you know, Orlok bits just for good measure. All right, let's look at the next guild. This is the Water Guild. So we have two Water Guilders here. We've got one with a las pistol and stiletto knife, and the other one has a stiletto knife. Oh, sorry. So one has a stiletto knife and a needle pistol. The other one has a las pistol and a stiletto sword. Now these guys, of course, are from the Water Guild, so if you have that guild bond bracket, then these guys would join your gang for free. They're made from a mix of different parts. The bodies are from Gene Stealer cults, and the arms are, I think, yeah, all the arms are from the Escher. All right, put those guys back. These guys are the Corpse Guild. So if you have the Corpse Guild bond, these are the guys that will go with you. And you see I've added some heads hanging from the one guy, and a head and a partial body there from the old zombie sprue from the old Fantasy Battles line from back in the day. And these guys are corpse grinder bodies, and the heads are, I believe, they're from Cawdor of some sort. And the arms are various bits as well. One guy has a las pistol and stiletto knife. The other one has an auto gun. I tried to paint all of them in different colors. Each guild has their own colors. I was trying to paint them in different colors, so it was pretty obvious that, you know, who was who, basically. All right, let's put these guys back. All right, and the last guild is the Slavers Guild. And these guys are the old barbarian, the old chaos kind of barbarian models. And I had a mix of things on here, and including an old Khorne Berserker chain axe and a whip from the new Beastmen. So we've got a shock whip and stub gun on one guy, and a stub gun and chain axe on the other. Alright, let's move on to the next. So those are the 6 guilds. Now there is a Blood Pits racket that you can acquire, and if you have that, then you get these guys. And these guys are gladiators. And there are 6 different gladiators, and each game you can recruit 2 of them to join your gang for free. And what they do is they each have basically close combat weapons. Some of them have pistols, but you've got like a guy with a chain sword and a sword, a power axe and a chain sword and a auto pistol, a brute cleaver and a servo claw, and a flail and a auto pistol, along with a bolt pistol guy with a heavy club. And so the 3 of these guys are under 100 credits. Those 3 guys I gave various skills. I thought I'd give them some interesting skills you don't usually see that would also fit a tough guy persona. Alright, let's move on to the next. So after these guys, I'm going to show you some of the hangers-on that you can possibly get, usually from brackets, sometimes from territories. This one is the first one, an ammo jack, a pretty neat 3D print. Thanks Josh at Badger Games for printing this one out for me. And again, check out badgergames.com. They have all sorts of great fantasy miniatures and sci-fi miniatures, as well as hobby supplies and paints. And if you use our code JD2025 on your next purchase, you'll really help out the channel. So Josh was able to print this one for me and a couple of other models. So let me show you some of the other ones. This one is really cool too. This is a Dome Runner. He's hopping over a fence. Thought it was a pretty cool model. Painted him with purple hair because, well, purple spiky hair is pretty cool. Alright, let's look at this one. This one is cool too, another 3D print. This is a beast handler, or a brute handler, I'm sorry. So if you've got a brute in your gang, you can get one of these, and they can train that brute up and get them extra experience. Alright, let's take a look at another one here. This is a Rogue Doc. Now this is kind of a cool miniature I found. It is actually Malifaux. So there's a Malifaux box set that actually has like 5 different models that look like they could be Rogue Docs, and this was one of them. I just thought he was really, really cool looking, and I figured it'd be neat to include him in this campaign and paint him up. Alright, let's move on to the next one. This one is a Whisper Merchant. I don't really have any idea where I got him from, but I really, really like the model. It is a metal model. And Whisper Merchants, if you're not aware, they're really cool in that they allow you to pick the number of the die when you roll before or after a game. Something like that. Anyway, Whisper Merchants are quite cool, and there's a way to get one in this campaign. Alright, let's move on. This one is an Outland Beastmaster. So he comes with 2 giant rats. So this model is also a model I got from badgergames.com. And I also got the rats. I actually found them online, STLs, and I had Josh print them for me. So again, thanks, Josh. And yeah, that Beastmaster is so cool. I don't even know what he is, but he's cool. He's got like a snake skin. Oh, just so cool. Alright, so in addition to hangers-on, you can also get exotic beasts. So one of the exotic beasts you could get is a grapple hawk. And so this is another 3D print, and my partner painted this for me. Very, very great paint job. Thank you so much again for painting this for me. Really neat exotic beast. Alright, let's move on. The next exotic beast you could get is the good old Cybermastiff. Now this is of course an Orlog one. I have a ton of Orlog bits, one of my favorite gangs. So I figured, here we go. Just make one of these guys. Alright, moving on. The next exotic beast and final exotic beast you could get in the campaign is a Gyrinx cat. Yes, a Gyrinx cat. It's really interesting because every game you randomly generate a psychic power for it. Yep, that's right. Every game, a different random psychic power. I love Necromunda. And so all these models that I just showed you, if at the end of the campaign your gang is in control of either that racket or territory, you get to keep the model. So here is one last one I'm going to show you here. This is a bounty hunter. Now this is a really cool 3D print, and I believe my good friend Mike printed this for me a number of years ago. I'm not even sure when he printed it for me, but this is a really cool bounty hunter. I think I pointed him out about 375 credits. So yeah, if you get this guy in the campaign, he should be a pretty good boost for you. I really like how he turned out. It's such an interesting model. Alright, we got one more model to show you. So now we're getting into the realm of NPCs that you won't be able to take home. They are simply in specific games, and they have rules for them in the games. This guy here is a Renegade Enforcer. Yeah, he is a combination of the new Enforcer Sergeant kit and the original Enforcer kit. And the head, again, I think... No, the head I'm pretty sure is an Orlog head. I'm not sure from which kit, but pretty sure it's an Orlog head. Alright, let's take a look at another thing. So, there's a scenario called Fungal Horror, and in that scenario there is a bunch of jungle plants that are coming to get you. So I had a couple more 3D prints made, these little guys, which I think are just fantastic. And again, thanks to my partner for painting these. They turned out so good. So good. So we're going to have these sprinkled in. I don't know, it might have them some sort of stats similar to like a stump spider, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And then in addition to these, there were some bigger plant monsters that I just kind of had to do. Found these as 3D prints online. Had to get Josh to print them. So look at this guy. I mean, holy mackerel. What even is that, right? So you might have to end up fighting this guy in the Fungal Horror. Because, I mean, look at him. If that's not a Fungal Horror, I don't know what is. Alright, here is another one. His best bud. Again, look at that. Just an awesome model. My goodness. And again, such a great paint job. Thanks again. Alright, let's look at the biggest, baddest Fungal Horror there is. This guy. I mean, I gotta zoom out for this guy. He's too big. Just crazy. I mean, wow. If you encounter this guy, watch out. Alright, just got 2 more models left to show you. Let's go with the dreaded Amble. Of course, I did a whole video on this guy, so check that out here. Yeah, I painted him up a little while ago, made a whole video about him. Very cool model. I like the Amble Hunt scenario as well. That's one of the evening games. So, who knows? You might be fighting this guy at some point this weekend. And the final one. The Chimerics. This is another great 3D print and another great paint job by my partner. Thanks again. Inspired by Lisa Frank. The Chimerics. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. I just wanted to show the miniatures that I've been working on over the last couple of weeks to get ready for the event. And I'm going to leave you with a little taste of something big that you'll also see this weekend. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.